Did you know that Owen Grant would be running for district attorney in next year's election? Have you forgotten about the other things Max has done? As if I expect Max to be perfect. Far from it. But I expect you not to forget that your little boyfriend lost his purity when he hooked up with Yvette last year. I came here to ask you if you heard about the girl who was found in the suitcase, not too far away from here. Everyone around the south side heard about that girl, and I bet that's my girl Danny. It's really nice to meet you, Commissioner Pierce. And it's nice to meet you as well, Miss Franklin. Why am I receiving a visit from the local reporter? I came to ask if you were familiar with the girl whose body was found in the suitcase near the south side. This is a case I'm extremely familiar with, even though most of Valley Park seems to be unaware of this story. I assume that you've been looking into girls who have been reported missing, but there's another girl who hasn't been seen in a while but hasn't been reported, and her name is Danny Clark. How's the most beautiful girl I know doing? I'm not doing too great, Max. Let me guess. JJ, did he tell you what he suggested I do? Yeah, he told me that he wanted you to break up with me. But that's not the only thing which has been bothering me. What's going on, Vanessa? My great aunt passed away. JJ, I'm glad I ran into you. Wonderful for you, Yvette. Can't say that I relate. What you said to me the last time we spoke, it was really hurtful. And I feel like you were just being cruel for no good reason. I never thought I'd see you come in here again. Don't get too excited, Owen. I plan to make this meeting quick. I assume that you heard about my candidacy for district attorney. Do I have your vote, Wanda? What can you tell me about this Danny Clark? Well, she's a 14-year-old girl who's a friend of a family friend of mine. Like I said, Danny hasn't been seen for a while and hasn't been reported missing. And of course, the school hasn't reported her missing because she dropped out during the previous semester. That's a huge issue. Why did she drop out? From what I've been told, she dropped out to help take care of her younger brother. But I've also been told that she was seen hanging around some sketchy spots. What sort of sketchy spots, Miss Franklin? Massage parlors, allegedly. Thank you for informing me about Danny. I'll take it from here. I wouldn't expect anything less. That's what I like to hear, because I don't want you involving yourself in police matters. Vanessa, I'm so sorry. This is the same aunt who's been battling ALS. Yep, Tati Rosaline, the same aunt who wasn't that much older than my mom. Even though Rosaline grew up in Haiti while my mom grew up in the States, they always found a way to keep in touch. When Rosaline came to the country, she and my mom were so close. I guess your mom is going through it. She's trying to put on a brave face, but I know she's really hurt. I can't even imagine what my cousin is going through. And she's a year younger than I am. Dee Dee? Yep. Even after I left Miami, Dee Dee and I have always kept in touch. I called her after I heard the news, and she's trying to put on a brave face too. Ever since my aunt and my cousin moved to the States from Haiti, Dee Dee has always tried to put on this image of being calm and collective, almost like she could take on the world. But my cousin's clearly not the only family member I'm worried about. We need to talk about JJ. I was hoping that we wouldn't. This is important. Of course, I don't agree with what JJ's been doing, but he brought up something that I couldn't stop thinking about. What else did he tell you? He reminded me that my dream of being with a man who would save himself from marriage is a dream that might never come true. You can't be serious. You're gonna lecture me about hurt feelings after everything you've done? I get that I have my flaws. Save it, Yvette. I don't want to listen to this. You will listen to this, JJ. Back off. I'm in no mood. Not after all that I've lost in a short amount of time. What are you talking about? Not only do I have to accept the fact that Ulysses is gone, I've got to accept the fact that my great aunt passed away too. Here's the real question, Owen. Why exactly are you running for DA? To help bring healing to this town after what happened at the high school. Don't you go any further. Don't you dare mention an event that almost cost my baby her life if you're not even being truthful. Why else would I try to run for this position? Probably because you're trying to impress me. I'm only a reporter, Commissioner. That's right. The sort of reporter who seems to get herself into trouble. I know about how you got yourself into trouble with the Dinjuma organization when you tried to expose it. You sure have done your homework. I can't speak for the previous police commissioner. As for me, I take this position extremely seriously, Miss Franklin, which means that I need you to take my warning seriously. Warning? Commissioner, do you believe that Danny's life was taken by some dangerous, powerful people? The last thing I want to do is bring up your biggest regret, Max. I know that you weren't saved then, and I don't think you'd ever cheat on me. But I can't forget the fact that you hooked up with a girl who had an unknown amount of partners. Yvette and I used protection, even though that's the exact thing which didn't protect me from Yvette's lies last year. An STD isn't what I'm worried about, Max. Like I told you, I'd like to get married someday. I wanted my husband to be someone who saved himself for me, and I wish I could take that back. But I can't. What does that mean for us, Vanessa? JJ, I'm so sorry. Save it. You always seem to be sorry, Yvette. Yvette, you good? As if you care. If I ain't care, then I wouldn't have asked. I was hoping that there wouldn't be any tension after what Keith tried to do to you last summer. You were supposed to forget about that night, Zeke. Forget about what night? You made it pretty clear to me that you wanted nothing to do with me, Wanda. Yet your actions continue to tell me something else. Here you are flattering yourself once again. The only reason why I'm here is because you told me that we would see each other more often. But you are pretty vague about it. Is the election the reason why? I expected you to see me on TV and at certain events. I didn't expect to see you in my office again. First off, Danny hasn't been identified as a girl who was found in the suitcase. You're more than welcome to come to the press conference when I do identify this girl. Thank you for stopping by, Miss Franklin. You may leave now. Thank you for your time, Commissioner. Baby, I get that you're nervous, but don't. Not when I've got this special surprise for you. I still love you, Max. Of course, I wouldn't hold anything from your past against you. Did I hear you right? Did you just admit that you love me? We've been through so much, Max. Before and after we got together. I just didn't get the chance to tell you after everything that occurred lately. I'll definitely take this as a chance to tell you that I love you too, Vanessa. And I'm really sorry for shattering your dreams since I hooked up with Yvette. But I hope you can take some sort of comfort in knowing that I'm devoted to you. Looks like I'm gonna have to be more persuasive. I'll leave you two alone. You won't get off that easily, Zeke. What was Yvette talking about? Her party during the summer. You told me that nothing went down between you two. It didn't, but I saw something go down between her and Keith. Never mind then. I don't want to hear that monster's name until I face him in court for taking Yulissa away from me. Please, I don't know how I fell for your mind games again. You wanted me to approach you after your little announcement and I fell for it. I'm not playing mind games with you at all, Wanda. All I'm trying to do is make a difference. And what do you think will happen to you if you lose? Do you think Heidi will still let you work for her? I don't plan to lose. But of course, I'm not ignorant to the fact that it's a possibility. If I do end up losing, at least I can say that I gave it a shot. Now let me ask you again, for old time's sake, will you vote for me next year? I'd rather chop my arm off before I ever vote for you, Owen.